It was so random, man. Like, I was me and my lady, like we took a week out to LA. Like we just both just working our jobs in Chicago hard, just doing our thing, man. And we was like, that's just this is back in what two I want to say maybe 2014. I'm a waiter and she doing her job at a clothing store, and we just both working, and we just wanted to go out there and take a break from just, I guess the cold weather a little bit. And I'm like, man, let me take advantage of that. So I made me like 11, maybe 12 beat CDs. Damn CDs. Yeah, the CDs, but like packed those up along with the trip. We went out to LA for like I want to say like a week. Um we went just happened to go in this area. No, we drove around a couple spots, man. I was just trying to find thing in my head what's the best areas to along while we out here to just delay, these this beat CD, the right places. So we didn't find too many spots. But one spot I can't remember is do you remember this show called Fantasy Factory? This
No,
dude
I ain't hear.
dude named Rob Derrick. He was like a pro skateboarder. Man, he had this show on MTV called Fantasy Factory where he do just crazy stuff, skateboarding, and just the whole world around that. And so we just happened to come across that factory, you know what I'm saying, where they do all of that. So I went under I slid the seat. No, I actually hit the intercom, and the girl who's on the show, I forgot the other name, Chanel, something. She answered, and I was like, asked her, could I leave my beat CD there? So she said, yeah, I slid that under there. So that was one of the spots, and then we ended up coming to this area on Fairfax in LA, and we were just walking around checking out some stores. I happened to walk into this one store called dang, I forgot the name of the store, but it was like it was a clothing store, and a friend of mine from Midwest named Fonz, he was managing the store at the time, and I didn't know, so I walked in. He remembered me from Midwest, just me doing music world and all that stuff, and he was like, we started to talk, and he's like, man, dog, he's like, miss hearing the music and stuff and all that. I'm like, man, I got some BCDs. He's like, man, can I take one? I'm like, for sure. I gave him a BCD, and then like shortly after we left out, we like went maybe 10, 15, 20 minutes away. And I guess when I left, he was playing it in the store. He put it in a thing, was just playing in the store. And 15, 20 minutes after I left, he hit me up. He's like, are you able to come back around real quick? I'm like, yeah, what's up? And he was like, somebody want to meet you. So we turned back around, and I came back, I went up in there, and it was Kendrick and Dave Free, and he was like, man, this your stuff that's playing in the store. I'm like, yeah, it's my production. He's like, man, he thought it was dope, really dope, dope and stuff. And he was like, man, I basically asked me, did I want to build some more at the moment? I'm like, yeah, you should go. So he offered me to come to their recording studios and Carson. So I went back over there, played him some more production, and I had the crazy thing. I had to catch my flight like in maybe 5 hours. It was like the last day of 7 days, and I had to catch like 5 hours. So I was kind of thinking about that too at the same time, because I had money. There was bread to try to get another flight, But anyway, this is an opportunity lifetime, so I'm like excited about this too, We played him some more production, and then we ended up exchanging numbers because he ended up doing what he was hearing. So I exchanged numbers with him, ended up being able to catch my flight, and we kept in touch for a little bit, around that time, and then it kind of slowed down. Um, like I would say, like a year later, I sent him just some random new stuff, and I think it was my vocals on there as well, and that's when I guess it got a lot more serious. He hit me back up, and then actually me and my lady, we end up moving out there. You know what I'm saying? Because they really want to build and grow and then move into signing and stuff. It was getting to that kind of level. So I'm like, man, it kind of makes sense to, be out there and stuff for that situation. And we moved out there, and I did end up signing with them, as an artist and producer and stuff. And knowing that in my head, that was amazing, and it still is always. But I always thinking in my head, I want to use this platform to also get to where I wanted to want to get to in film. You know what I'm saying? Like, I knew it started with music in the music industry, because film industry, I'm like, man, that's crazy. It's like impossible, really. That's a really, lock and key world. Is really a build for that. So I knew in my head, like, coming in through the music industry, it's gonna build me up more as a sound designer and make me stronger. Working on my projects, but eventually it's gonna lead me to where you know I absolutely love. And first thing I thought about was composing and film. So yeah, I started, signed with them, and they helped me a lot. I just learned, experienced a lot of things being around them, and seeing how they operate and everything with Kendrick and Q and J Rock and So, and everybody on the label at the time. SZA, like she was new at the same time, so I think around the time, but still, like, how they operate. And I was just taking in a lot, because I wasn't really around a lot of people in my life. It was really me, and just me trying to figure it out.